there is the opposite on the other side. I love the specificity of this one. The high delayers, the people who resisted, their SAT scores were 210 points higher. All right, so this idea of the people who have willpower to do what they need to do or not do what they need to do, in that case to get delayed gratification, it became a really big deal, Gary. And I think what throws people off is, unlike the marshmallow where we can feel the pain of not doing something, we don't realize when our willpower is getting depleted. And it happens all day long.
Yeah, here's just some examples, Jay, of what happens. Implementing new behaviors, focusing through distraction, resisting temptation, suppressing emotion, restraining aggression, suppressing sexual impulse, taking tests, trying to impress others, coping with fear, doing something you don't enjoy, selecting long-term or short-term reward, blah, 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 blah. Trying to learn 7 digits.
Right.
Okay.
My big aha with this was, we had a kindergartner, you know, and she behaved perfectly at school, right? All these new behaviors, and what happens to a kindergartner as soon as they get in the car? Meltdown. They used up all of their willpower. And that's why if you have kids, it comes back to that nutrition thing and timing thing. The best thing you can do for those kids to get them to behave, give them a snack.
Yeah, tell them this study.
This is default. This is what happens when your willpower goes away. So 2 Israeli judges, they're parole judges, right? They're deciding who stays in jail and who gets released back in the public. They did a study of 1,400 of them. And basically the parole judge's day is in 3 segments. They have a morning session, they have a mid-morning break where they get to snack and rest, then they have a midday session, a early afternoon snack break, and then they have their last session. And so they have a random generated case order. It's not like in the US where they stack them purposefully. So the first person who showed up in each of those 3 areas was a 65% chance of getting parole. By the end of that period, just 2 hours, it dropped all the way to 0. Now, what it means is that the default judgment of a parole judge, whether you get to get out of jail or stay in, is what, Gary? Get used to those bars, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, you definitely want to be the first person in front of the judge or the first person after lunch. You do not want to be the last person before lunch. Go before the parole judge.
Right. When I'm calling that FISBO, I want to ask if he's had a snack just recently.
Yeah.
Calling
expires in the morning is a good thing.
I told Gary I might be meeting him in the parking lot to ask for a raise one day.
Yeah. So here's the point. Yeah. Give willpower the time of day. That's the point. Where there's a will, there's a way. She's talking about timing. So when things matter most, what you have to get in touch with is, do I have the will to get it done? What you might find is, you don't. The way to supercharge that is to simply superload your day. And that is not trying to be disciplined throughout your life. Try to find a selective discipline that matters, turn it into a habit, and do it at what time of day? Absolutely. Or when you're recharged in some whatever manner that is, but you have to do it.